to tell him about that one time Amala was the only thing I wanted to eat when I was sick. I want to tell him about my siblings and how I love my family. I want to tell him about what makes me laugh and how writing is my favorite thing and how he has been my muse for a while now. There's a lot of love bubbling in my heart, so I tell the boy. I tell the boy about my friends. I tell the boy about my dreams, my favorite dreams. I tell the boy about life and how it feels weird to imagine not knowing him. I tell the boy about my body and how it's a war sometimes, a ball sometimes, and how I have mastered so many languages when it comes to this body, but sometimes I don't know what language it will speak. Will this body be kind to me today? Will my mind be kind to this body today? Or will I spew words after words of unbridled art? Will I tear myself apart from inside out? I want to tell you what I think love is. Love is the first time I hold a pencil in my hand when I scratch tiny words of incomprehensible alphabets all over my book. I'm learning to write. So my mom is glad that daughter is learning. She's learning. She's learning to write and draw. Learning to draw lines and curves and circles all over the walls in the house. Never mind the expenses for repainting. Love is me at 2 a.m. unable to sleep, so I call the boy. Love is the boy and I, 2 hours long conversations in the middle of the night, punctuated by the WhatsApp network breaking, and a bunch of hellos, can you hear me? But I'm so tired. It is the boy and I on multiple walks at night. There's always something about holding his hands and his smile when I say something silly. On those walks, we talk about our dreams. And I tell him about a future where I can write and actually make money. When my art sells and it's not a constant struggle. A world where it's not a constant struggle to keep my sanity, not a constant struggle against my mental health. A world where love exists and I do not have to worry about what the election will bring. I tell him about my fears sometimes, especially on the days when I wear white, and how every time I mount a bike to go home at night, I pray that my white will not turn a crimson shade of red before the night is over, because this is what Nigeria is. Stray bullets and young deaths, police officers stopping travelers on road trips for 15 naira and 100 naira notes squeezed into their palm. It is the anxiety that comes with traveling. Like, will I make it home today? Will I ever see my family again? Will I ever take another road trip again? Trigger happy policemen and excited kidnappers, forming unlikely alliances. I tell him of ransom money and how these people still end up dead. The Nigerian dream is a weird one, and everybody wants to jackpot these days. And we know who we want to win this presidential election, yet they know who they want. We wonder if we'll even make it that far. We wonder who we win because deep within us, we know and we fear what might happen. The boy wants to jackpot too. He wants to finish NYC and jackpot. The boy is tired of Nigeria and doesn't think there's any hope here. When I ask what he really wants, he says he just wants to be alive. He wants to live, he wants to bloom. So I'm not surprised when the falling apart begins. Not so long conversations, really weird moments of silence that have me wondering how we got here. There's not a whole lot we have to say to each other, and that's when my heart begins to break. And that's how I know when the day comes. The boy tells me he loves me, but how he doesn't think love is always enough. Reminds me of how we love Nigeria and how our love just might not be enough. My heart is in my throat when he tells me about his plan for life and how he needs to focus. There's a sinking feeling of realization. It doesn't see me in that future. It doesn't think I have the ability to motivate him. It doesn't think we can make this work. So on the day the boy breaks up with me, he tells me he loves me, tells me to be careful on the bike ride home tonight, tells me he will miss me, and locks me in front of you again. I crossed the door with blurry eyes. I crossed the road with blurry eyes. And I'm surprised that cars don't hit me. I don't know how I make it home. But my mother's heart welcomes me anyway. But somehow, I make it home safe and sound, with the sinking realization that not everybody was this lucky tonight. You will know when you read the news. The last time I tell the boy I love him, it's tonight. I tell him this in a story that bears my heart to the universe. Thank you.